Alec Boehm last night. Yeah, no, I don't think many of us thought he was going to go all the way. He almost did. A great performance by Alec Boehm in the Home Run Derby. Welcome back, Midday Show. Hugh Douglas, Joe Giglio. 215-592-9494. We'll get back to all your phone calls here in just a minute on the Eagles and should they practice more intensely this summer. Nick Sirianni seemed to indicate to Jimmy Kempski and reporters at the end of minicamp that they would not change much about the preseason and the training camp practices.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, you should be sorry because you're going to be if you don't win this year. And I think this is the best path to getting this thing back on track. New offense, new coordinators, get this thing on track with more practice. That's where I come down. Hugh's on the other side of this one. You know, Mr. Country Club Douglas over here. But last night we had the Home Run Derby. Alec Boehm. You know, Hugh, I thought he did a really good job, and I didn't know what to expect because Boehm isn't naturally a pull hitter. He hits to all fields. It's like he doesn't. Remember we had him on in spring training.
And he talked about how you don't like. What did he say? Something about you don't hit home runs.
They're thrown.
They're thrown.
Home runs aren't hit. They're thrown. Basically, like mistake pitches from pitchers.
Yeah,
now,
basically.
Last night is a glorified batting practice, so he could obviously turn it on if he wanted to.
Unless you're Pete Alonso.
Well, he stunk. That was my favorite part of the Home Run Derby, that Pete Alonso didn't win again.
His pitcher was bad.
It was.
And I mean, like he's
kind of an old guy, that guy.
And now you have 40, so you taking pitches is bad.
Yes.
And he had to take a lot.
You only have 3 minutes. Yeah. So Pete Alonso went out early, and Boehm moved on, almost made it to the final. So good job in general by Alec Boehm. He was the highlight of the night, Hugh. But the low light of the night was before the actual Home Run Derby began. Ingrid Andress is her name. She was the singer last night.
Oh, my gosh, it's awful.
Yeah, can we hear a little bit of this? This was maybe the worst national anthem.
Are you sure you want to hear this?
Well, I just, in case anyone missed it, again, maybe pull over, just to take a deep breath as you're driving. Listen to this from last night.
This is a joke.
No.
Oh, yikes.
This is the part that I like. The people had a fit. She did not care.
Kept going.
She gave 0 Fs. She didn't.
I can't.
Ooh, stop it. Cut it off. Cut it off.
I love it. I love it. You know why I love that? Yes. You know why? You know why? This is my personal opinion. Because she was high. And she did not care what nobody thought of her rendition. Even when the people yelled out, ooh, whatever they were yelling, it was not in flattery.
I thought I heard an audible
singing.
gasp from the crowd.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they were not happy with your rendition. But you know what she did? She doubled down, and then she tripled down. Do you know how many zeros of Fs you have to give in order to go out there in front of all those people?
0.
And do that? That's why. See, this is where y'all don't understand how I think. She didn't care. She went out there. She had one gummy too many, and she was like, "This is how we gonna bring this one in."
The only thing I'll disagree with, that sounds like a 5 gummy performance.
No, that's like listen. I bet
what's
not
the
one
most gummies that is even like possible? That's what she might have had.
Like Friday, I had 6.
6, but she
and I went to sleep.
But you're a little bit bigger than this woman, so man,
I went. It all depends.
Are we sure there wasn't LSD in these gummies?
No, you know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with gummies.
I wish Spike was here. Remember, he had 2 gummies, and then he was seeing things, and talking to the wall or something.
But listen, we've all been out, and I don't think that I'm saying anything trying to disparage her or anything like that, because we've all been to the shore and we've all been to places where we've seen people that have been, 3 sheets to the wind, and they get real comfortable in their skin. I mean, so. It's not. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn to say that she was real comfortable.
Yeah, but a karaoke bar down in Wildwood is different than the national anthem before the Home Run Derby.
My thing is this: she knew what she had to do, and before she decided to do whatever it is that she did it and said, "You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sing this national anthem."
At first, I actually thought there was a microphone issue. Sometimes that happens in a stadium, like the reverberation.
Well, there was that too.
Well, but I thought that was I thought it was more of the issue. And then as it continued, I was like, no, this is her. So she's a Grammy-nominated artist, okay?
Wait a minute, did y'all do the same thing I did?
Listen to her actually sing?
Yes.
So yeah, so this is
the same.
so we pulled it up for you. This is her performing, like there's a track of hers. Listen. It's not bad. This is you could tell that she's good.
Do you know what the irony is? The same song. That is the same song that I listened to because I pulled it up immediately. I'm like, who the hell is this lady? And then I saw her name right. I'm like Ingrid Andress or whatever, and I pulled up her track list, and that was the song that I'm like, well, she can sing.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, she's high. She has to be. Something has to be off.
Or this is heavily doctored. I mean, we know that they're capable.
Maybe it's both. Maybe
bruh.
this is doctored and she was high.
Like, see, this is what people need to do because I don't want anybody to think I'm on here trying to disrespect this young lady or whatever. Go look at her performance and look at her face.
She did look a little off.
She looked like she didn't care.
Yeah.
Like she looked like she was in her bathtub and she was in her house and her favorite song came on and she was singing it with feeling and conviction.
Like the camera would.
Yes. She did not care. That's what I loved about the performance because she leaned into that thing so hard. Like she didn't care what nobody thought.
Well, it opens up this question. Was that the worst National Anthem performance of all time last
Yes.
night? Okay. You're sure?
Yes.
I think there's no question it is.
No, that is.
Hold on. Can we hear Carl Lewis from back in the day? When was the last time you heard Carl Lewis's rendition?
No, it was bad, but I remember, you know what? You know what I remember about Carl Lewis? And again, go back and look at it. Carl Lewis knew he was bad.
Oh, he did.
And he just kept, like, at the point where he started singing, he knew he was no good, and he just said, hey, you know what, whatever.
Let's hear Carl Lewis back in the day with his national anthem.
Here we go.
And he tried to go soulful with it. He tried, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, say, can you see? And the rockets, red flag.
See, that's what he just like, yeah, he blew it.
The uh-oh is the best.
No, because he knew
You
knew it.
uh-oh in the middle of
No,
the national
because
anthem.
he knew
You've done
it.
something wrong.
He knew he messed up. But baby girl last night, that young lady, she leaned so hard into it and she did not care. Like she hit those notes like nobody was listening. And then when she closed her eyes and just started, like, she leaned back and was like, what she say? And the rockets red glare. Right there, that right there, that's when that gummy kicked in full tilt. That thing kicked in. You know, I know you don't know nothing about this.
We need uh-oh on the drop board.
No.
I mean, that's a great one.
But when, like, certain times, Joe, and I'll tell you this from experience, and anybody out there that's listening, please, confirm this. When that gummy kick in, no matter what you were doing before, that gummy gonna tell you, hey, man, you need to go. Like, it's gonna either tell you to sit down or it's gonna tell you you could do whatever the hell you want to do.
This is what it
and
sounds
you're gonna
like
sound
when the gummy
great.
kicks in.
Yeah. Basically, you're gonna sound great.
All right, who else we have on the
Fergie was a really bad.
Let's hear Fergie's.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say,
She just tried to do too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was feeling herself because that was during the time when she had some hot songs out.
I think you got to keep the national anthem pretty plain. Keep it pretty vanilla.
Yeah, man, don't just go out there, and if you can't sing, just stay on key.
Yeah.
And it's like what a 6-minute song or something like that. It's not that long.
I
Just
think-
go ahead and just keep it simple, bro.
Each of these three had three separate issues. Like Carl Lewis forgot the lyrics.
Totally forgot.
Fergie tried to do too much. Ingrid could not hit the notes.
Yeah,
I
she
think-
was off the whole time.
Yeah, like she straight up was just like out of key, could not, like she had no range whatsoever. Fergie just went way too far with it. And Carl Lewis, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it actually meant when you say it can't hit the notes off key, it does make me think of an Eagles quarterback we've been discussing a lot lately when he tried to sing in front of all of us. Remember this one, Hugh? One of my favorites.
Yo, that was bad.
On the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly.
You done found Kyle a new toy.
Any other great Eagles in the mix back there?
Oh yeah, we got Brian Dawkins
Let's
doing
hear
his
that.
rendition of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
No.
Y'all gonna leave my safety alone too.
Ball game, take me out to the crowd.
Hit me with the root toot toot.
Find me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I can't say if I never come back, but it's root toot toot to
There it is.
the home team.
So bad.
It's the root toot toot for me.
Toot toot to the home team.
Hey, it's just certain things in life, man. You just got to know if that's not your skill set, just have fun with it.
Speaking of that, last one in our track here today. Let's listen to this former Eagle try to sing.
See, living in this big blue world with my head up in outer space. I know I'll be
Well, so what's the worst Hugh rendition? This or
Oh.
Oh, this ain't right. I don't know the words. We
Yeah,
gonna make it
this
work.
probably be the
I
one.
stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say.
That gets me. That gets me.
Hey, but like I said, you like kids. This is a lesson. When you're put in a situation where you have to sing and you're embarrassed, don't be. Just be you. Just, you know what I mean? Just be you. Just go out there and just let her rip. And the worst thing that can happen is you laughing at yourself.
I'd argue this might be the worst thing that could happen.
It is the worst.
It is the absolute worst.
It's so bad.
And I would not be surprised if today she lets out some kind of statement and she either apologized and said, I wasn't in my right
Who says
headspace or
I would
something like
die?
that. She's not going to say that, but she's probably going to say something to the
The
effect
gummies
that,
kicked in. I'm sorry, everybody.
that she's going to probably say something, I wasn't in my right headspace or whatever.
All right, 215-592-9494. Now that we've made your ears bleed, a couple things here. Eagles, should they have more intense practices this summer, training camp, including maybe playing more in the preseason? Yes or no? Where do you come down on that? And was last night the worst national anthem you ever heard? I mean, we've all heard a million of them over the years. Last night is up there. I still would vote Carl Lewis because he flat forgot the words and said, I'll do better as he continued through it. But Ingrid Andress last night, that was pretty rough.